It's Henry!
At Mowers and Blowers!
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good morning. Today is part 4 of my Scott's by John Deere 1742 lawn tractor Repower. It's no longer a 1742. It's now a 12.5 42. As you know from the previous 3 episodes, we've got an engine on here. This is actually the second engine that I put on here. The first one had a muffler issue over here with fitment. And instead we put on this 12.5 that has a muffler on the side. We got it started yesterday and worked out all the wiring. I bypassed all the safety switches. So now I don't think there's any safety switches that work. But it will start, run, and shut off by itself. It had a leaky carb before, but now I think it's it hasn't leaked, you know, since we tapped the bowl. I might drop the bowl later just to see what kind of crap is in there. And while I'm not going to adjust the carburetor today because my son is upstairs studying, I don't want to start up any engines today, but we got plenty to do. I want to see if the mower deck spindles, the blades, move freely so that when I attach the double stack pulley and put the mower deck belt on, when I engage it, it doesn't break the belt. I want to make sure that everything's freed up down there before we even try to put the double stack pulley on. I have to put the entire front end back on. I've got this shield that's all bent out of shape. I'm going to try to whack it and straighten it out a little bit. And then that right rear tire that I put ATF in, I forgot to spin it. You know, when I put the ATF in and re-inflated it, I didn't spin it around, so now it's flat again. So the ATF didn't have a chance to go all around the tire to seal whatever slow leak it had. Today is also another day that's going to be kind of special because my buddy Robert Nighthawk, longtime subscriber of mine, is coming from Maryland with his wife Rosie to pick up the Lawn Boy aluminum deck mower. We'll see when he pulls up. He says 3 hours from Maryland, but in the rain, it'd be like 5 hours, especially if he goes on the Cross Bronx Expressway. I'm going to jack up the front part of it so that I have clearance to get the double stack pulley onto the crankshaft. At the same time, I'll be able to kind of see if the blades are freely moving, get a better look at the undercarriage of the tractor, so that we see that nothing binds and stuff. And also, I have a feeling that because the way the engine is mounted, I wasn't 100% sure if I was supposed to put it in the front hole, the back hole, or the middle hole of each of the 4 mounting holes that they allow, you know. And it was hard for me to see whether or not the crankshaft was exactly center in the hole. If you have a little bit forward, that belt for the mower deck is going to be too tight. If it's the whole way to the back, it's going to be too loose. I think I put it right in the middle. I just matched up the holes that the original engine was on here because you could see that the paint was scratched off, you know. But I'm really not 100% sure. This engine is on there very tight. As a matter of fact, I might have even cracked the housing where the bolt goes in. But, I mean, the engine's on there really tight, you know what I mean? But let's see if we can get a double stack pulley on here. I've got the bolt, and I got a double stack pulley. They're all the same. These double stack pulleys, the only difference that I know of is they have a smaller diameter top one for the drive pulley for the opposed twin models, right? Murray's, I think. And this bottom one is really big. But that's really for the opposed twin ones that I've seen. But for the John Deere ones, it's your traditional one. There's also a different one that's an MTD, which you need a spacer on the top. Those are a pain in the ass. But this is your run-of-the-mill Briggs type, you know. So this ought to fit. And let's see if the blades are free. I'm going to engage the PTO lever, because once you do that, it releases the brake arms that hold the pulley. So now it should be free. Let's see if the left blade moves freely. All right. Left blade spins freely. Very good. Let's go check the right one. Ooh, this has a mulch cover too. I don't even feel the blade. Where is it? Oh. Uh-oh. The right blade is kind of bound up. It's not moving. Oh, please don't make me take this damn deck apart. Oh! Okay, now it's free. There's a little bit of rust build up. It's now free. So, not bad. I was looking under here and it appears that the crankshaft is centered in the hole. See? It's pretty much where it needs to be. Belt moves freely. That's what it looks like under here. Pretty good condition, actually. I'm gonna blow all this stuff out later, you know, but if I don't have to take the deck off. See if we can mount that double stack pulley, huh? Of course, the original crankshaft bolt doesn't fit, so I had to find another one. Gonna get the drive belt over that, but I found another crankshaft bolt and I think it fits. Oh crap, doesn't reach. I think I got it on here. Oh crap. Stripped. It's not long enough. That's what she said. All right, I think I got it. Found a bolt that's just the right length and good threads. Slip the belt on there. So it's supposed to be loose. And when you engage, it's tight. So this, so far so good. I like it. Now disengaged, and it's loose. Engaged, it's tight, so that it'll spin the blades. And at the same time now, it's tight on the drive pulley, and then when you sit on it and step on the brake and lock it, it should be loose, and it is. So, I mean, preliminarily, it seems like everything is in order. Blades move freely, spindles are not locked up anymore. Got the double stack pulley on there with the right bolt. Tension is released when I disengage the PTO lever. Tension is released when I step on this brake. So so far so good. Steering is kind of stiff, to be honest with you, and I don't think it's the spindles here. I think it's the sector gear in the steering column that has a lot of built up crap in there. And I just sprayed some penetrating oil down the shaft of the steering column, so that, because I can't get access to it, not even from down there, so I could see the steering column shaft, right? So I just sprayed a ton of penetrating oil and let it drip down to where it needs to go. It's not really working. I mean, it seems like it's loosening up a little. I think if I just keep moving it around, it'll get better. But I don't think it's the spindles. But let's put some grease in the spindles anyway. So I got my grease gun here. I've got some Lucas Oil Red and Tacky Grease number 2. Here is the grease fittings for the spindle. I got this grease gun from my friend Doug Leap over at Doug's Mowers and Blowers in Altoona, Pennsylvania. He hasn't been commenting as much lately. Because he found out recently that I have a another channel that does guns, and he's a gun guy, so he's been commenting on that channel for a bit. Good to see hear from you again, Doug. I have a lot of subscribers that, you know, they take a break or whatever and something else is going on in their life, so I don't see them for a while, and then they pop up again. I'm like, hey, good to see you, man. If you guys would like to follow my gun channel, I need the subscribers, please. It's Mowers, Blowers, and Guns. It's basically Hank's channel. Link is in my description all the way at the bottom. Hank the AZN Redneck. That's the same URL. So look, I don't think it's this. I think it's the steering column that is stuck. Do the left one here. Yeah, this one's kind of stiff. I don't know if that's getting in there at all. I'm penetrating a little here. Let it soak in. Maybe this one's no good. It's getting better. Pudding. Y'all want some pudding? That's a little better. Not much better. Okay, now that I think we got the deck all set, we can drop this now. And I'm going to put the front end back together again. This is a heat shield. We don't really need it because we don't really have a muffler here, you know. But this is the front fascia of it, you know. And it has to go on there so it looks good. But this is all bent out of shape there. I'm going to try to bend it back. I got this front fascia on there, or heat shield, and bent it out from it being bent. Now it's back into shape again. The 4 nuts in there, and bent this part out too. So you know what? It looks pretty good. It's just really dirty. I'm gonna put some Super Clean on here. Super Clean. Just spray it over here, let it percolate a little bit. Look at this gas tank. Yucky. Yes, I could just go and get my power washer out and blow all this stuff out, but you know what? I haven't started my power washer in a while, so I'm just going to do this a little bit because I just want to see it come off. I might as well do the whole tractor, huh? Why not? Don't take my word for it, guys. A lot of you guys think that just because they send me product for reviews and stuff that they all work. Well, if you guys remember my older videos, I got product from a lot of other companies that didn't work. And as a result, you have never heard me talk about them ever again. Well, all you hear about me talking about products is Lucas Oil products and Super Clean, mostly, right? And some Seafoam. I only talk about the products that work, fellas. I don't talk about Stable anymore. Don't talk about Gunk. Don't talk about Tight Seal, Mechanic in a Bottle, Liquid Wrench. I used to talk about them, but I don't talk about them anymore. Okay. Dang, son. This cleaned up nice. That orange really pops. As you can see, look at that seat. Dudes, this is like new. Little bit of Super Clean goes a long way. Finally, now we're going to jack up the rear so that the right rear tire is off the ground, so I can pump it up and swirl it around. I got ATF in it. ATF. Just gonna spin this around. Get the ATF circulator around the tire. You know, if you spray some Super Clean on your hands, it really cleans that too. I just discovered that. Okay, we got the rear tire taken care of. Spun it a bunch of times. Hopefully that ATF will circulate throughout the wheel. It's a good wheel too because it's a 20-inch. I like the beefy 20-inch tires. Next we're gonna jack this up, right, which I just did. And this tire, while it kind of holds air, it's really bald. So I found another one in my back shed of parts. And just take this one off, put the other one on. Yes, I know, it's white. Well, it's better than nothing. You know what? Put some grease there. Grease. Using some red and tacky grease. Spray grease. From my friends over at Lucas. That's good enough. Go. There we go. Nice new wheel. Got it all taken care of. Loose ends. Taking care of loose ends. Tomorrow I'm going to have carb day. Carburation day at the brickyard. We're going to dial in this carburetor, maybe drop the bowl and check out what's going on inside, whether or not it's dirty or not, but it seems to run pretty well. When you do it to almost lowest idle, right, it wants to stall. So I want to turn the fuel mixture screw up a little bit or back a little bit, let it out a little bit so that more fuel goes in there so it'll stay running. Mess with the idling screw too and kind of dial this in and look at the condition of the carburetor. And then we're pretty much kind of done. I mean, we'll go for a ride to see if it moves forward and backwards and whether or not the PTO engages the blades correctly, you know, address any vibrations or scraping or anything like that, leveling of the deck, and then if all is good, we'll put the hood on. The hood is a fiberglass hood and it's kind of faded. So, do I want to paint it? Doesn't really seem to need any paint anywhere because it's a very good condition tractor. I've noticed that the John Deeres, mostly the older ones, you know, like the STX 38, 42, that kind of thing, they powder coat it really well before they paint it, so there's almost no rust. This is no exception. I mean, there's not an ounce of rust anywhere, you know, it's in really good shape. The newer ones, they suck. So the Scots by John Deere, the Sabre by John Deere, and the John Deeres, all they powder coat it before they, you know, paint over it. So it holds on to its finish very well. So this is a decent tractor, you know what I mean? Thanks a lot for joining me on today's episode. We'll see you guys next time for part 5 on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.